Thank you, Angela. It's a pleasure to be here representing the Massachusetts Bar Association. As most of you know, I'm also here this evening as an MBF Fellow. I've been involved with the MBF since 2002, almost 20 years now. It's a community I am so proud and honored to be a part of. But it's in my official role as MBA President that I want to address you this evening. It's wonderful to have the opportunity to convey the MBA's pride in the work that the MBF community is doing to expand access to legal aid in our state. As Dick shared earlier, MBF grantees are the heroes amongst us, especially though during these challenging times. Legal aid attorneys are on the front lines, literally saving lives by ensuring basic human rights, that families have economic stability, safe housing, decent health care, a solid education, a life safe from violence or discrimination. And MBF fellows and trustees support these heroic efforts through their generous donations, considerable expertise, and many, many volunteer hours. So thank you all for the role you play. The leadership of the MBA is incredibly grateful for the important work done together by every single person on this call. But if you will indulge me, I will take a moment to switch gears this evening to deliver a different message, one that I know is important to everyone here as well. As many of you know, my focus as president of the MBA this past year has been on lawyer well-being. And that term certainly encompasses a lot of ground. No matter what type of law we practice, we all know that the legal profession can be incredibly stressful. Finding work balance may be nearly impossible at times, never mind trying to carve out downtime to recharge our own bodies and rekindle our spirits. Oh, and yeah, try doing this all during a global pandemic. But well-being is also fostered by a sense of belonging and a sense of inclusion. And it is here where our legal community is falling far too short. In a report recently issued by the SJC's Standing Committee on Attorney Wellbeing, after town hall style meetings with 7 affinity bar organizations, we heard disturbing and painful accounts by attorneys of color and those who identify as transgender or non-binary of discrimination, racial and gender bias, microaggressions, and other forms of unequal treatment experienced by more than 115 participating attorneys. Just as concerning is the report's confirmation that so many attorneys in Massachusetts continue to feel marginalized in their own profession, mostly due to the lack of diversity and representative leadership. Because of our collective failure to recruit lawyers from diverse backgrounds and help create pathways for success, many attorneys experience a chronic sense of isolation and may rethink their membership in the Massachusetts Bar or the legal profession altogether. To those attorneys in this audience who have felt this discrimination and have felt marginalized, we want you to know that the MBA sees this report as a call for concrete action by the bench and bar. While we recognize that some important steps have taken to diversify the Massachusetts judiciary and combat implicit bias in the court system, it is abundantly clear that we need to continue work toward more sweeping change. In the coming months, I hope you will see that these are not empty words. We will take action. As the MBA strives to advance needed reform within the legal profession, I challenge those of you here today to, first, read the full SJC report. And then, if you're in a position to do so, take a hard look at your practices, your firms, your courthouses, your professional associations, your civic and nonprofit affiliations, and consider any actions you can take to foster a more welcoming, inclusive environment for your fellow attorneys. This kind of sweeping change will take time and energy and the commitment of every single member of the Massachusetts Bar working together. But this is the moment. Now is the time. On behalf of the MBA leadership, I want to thank you for letting me use my platform here with our MBF partners and friends to highlight this critically important aspect of lawyer well-being. May you all stay safe and well.